Students, you all have an idea about subjects like history, civics, geography. And now we are going to learn about the importance of economics and what it is all about. In this introductory class, we will understand about consumption and production of goods and services and how our economy works. Slowly, you shall gather through the lessons or chapters how our villages in India are indulged in one or another activity and produce goods and services essential for the country. The title of the chapter reads as The Story of Palampur. This village, Palampur, is actually a hypothetical village, an imaginary village. No place exists in the map of India that corresponds to this village as described in the text. The question is, why did we construct or create this village in our thoughts or in this textbook? The answer is to help us understand some basic concepts relating to or related to production, and this we do here through the story of Palampur. We will also learn about the resources available there and how they are used to create goods and services in Palampur. Production. Production is the key to the economic development of the country. We have heard production in terms of agriculture, industry, etc. Remember that 70% of our Indian population resides in the villages. Now these people, they need various goods and services. Many times these are produced in the village itself, that is locally. And now through a village we can understand various concepts related to production. Hence, remember the place Palampur has been chosen, and if you want to know the location of this place in India, then remember it could be anywhere from Jammu and Kashmir to Kerala or from Gujarat to Assam. So as the title says, the story of Palampur, remember Palampur is a place to study process of production. I repeat, it is an imaginary place or village. So what we have to remember once again is, in this village Palampur, farming is the main activity. I repeat, farming is the main activity. So soon we will learn about the other resources available there and how the people of Palampur create goods and services using natural resources, man-made resources or man-made items, human effort and money or capital. Let's learn more about Palampur. Now Palampur has been described as a village whose neighbors are Raiganj and Shahpur. It is well connected with the other villages. It has an amazing mixed transport system. Like the information given in the slide, one can spot a bullock cart, tonga, bogie, cart driven by buffalo, which are usually loaded with jaggery or gur. That is, these modes of transport, especially the cart, is used to carry goods from one place to the other. Alongside, one can also spot motor vehicles like a motorcycle, jeep, tractors and trucks. Now through this slide we learn that in Palampur almost 450 families reside, that is they inhabit. Now listen, as the scenario in every village, people of all castes reside here too in Palampur. Out of these, that means they are of mixed type, and out of these 80 families who live here, they belong to the upper caste. And let me highlight that these 80 families own the majority of land in this village. We shall soon gather that the houses of these 80 families who own majority of land reveals, or will come to know, that their houses are large. They have pakka houses made up of bricks and plaster, like the image given, the picture in the image given, slide given. On the other hand, the SCs or the Dalits, they comprise of 1/3 population of Palampur. They sometimes own small area of land or at times no area of land. And if you want to trace their location, you will come to know that they occupy or live in a corner of a village, this village. And their houses are very small and probably made of mud and straw. Look at the slide which highlights the images of their houses. Now talking about Palampur, it is also a village or another village that is growing. And what is noticeable is that electricity has reached this place. Most of the houses have electricity, that means have electricity connections, and electricity is used to run tube wells in the fields and also to support a local business. Next, unlike other villages where children have to walk long distances, here the children of Palampur are very lucky. Why? Because they have 2 primary schools and 1 high school where they can study. Now coming to health care, the people have access to it. There is a primary health center and a private run dispensary here to take care of the ill and the sick. In short, people in Palampur have good access to road connectivity, transport, education, electricity and health care services. Like the general scenario in India, agriculture is the main activity or occupation in Palampur. But all the farmers in Palampur are not equally fortunate. Remember, we have read earlier that 80 upper caste families live in Palampur and they own majority of the cultivated land. The other farmers own either small pieces of land or plot or sometimes they are landless. And as a result, some of them work as laborers in the field of other farm owners. So what we will learn, or what we have learned, is that all who live in Palampur are not farmers, and there are many who are engaged in other non-farming activities like shopkeeping, dairy farming, small scale manufacturing, and transport services. And for these production activities, it requires resources like land and water, man-made resources like raw materials, then human effort, intelligence, and of course money. In the subsequent modules, we shall learn about how these resources are used to produce goods and services in Palampur. Thank you.